Illinois basketball is back in the Final Four for the first time since 2005. Brad Underwood is in his 9th season at Illinois, and this is the furthest he has ever taken the program. The Illini had already broken through with an Elite 8 run and a Big Ten tournament title in 2024, but this is bigger. Now the 28-8 number 3 seed Fighting Illini will take on UConn this Saturday at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The backbone of this team with respect to Keaton Wagler and Kylan Boswell is its Balkan spine. The Balkans encompass around 12 countries depending on who is doing the defining, but the region itself is broader than old empires and Yugoslavia alone. For this video, we're honing in on Yugoslav basketball talent that has been produced after the conflicts of the 1990s. With the collapse of Yugoslavia, 6 states emerged from it. Just this year for Illinois, 3 of those states have produced around half of this team. In Illinois and especially in Greater Chicago, there is a large Balkan presence. Using recent census-based ancestry counts across core Chicagoland counties, you can conservatively say the Balkan footprint is well into 6 figures, with at least 150,000 people even before getting into every overlap and definition argument. And the Balkans are known for more than producing star basketball talent. Over the years, we have seen great football teams come out of the region, like Croatia making the 2018 World Cup final. Then you have the mix of cultures, religions, geography, and yes, Dua Lipa, who is Albanian. Let's dive into how the Balkan bloc has propelled Illinois to its first Final Four in 21 years. There are 6 players on Illinois with Balkan roots, 3 from Croatia, 2 with Serbian roots, and 1 from Montenegro. 5 of them are actually playing, while the 6th is just on the roster and has not yet seen the floor. The most recognizable name is Andrej Stojakovic. The 6'7" junior is the son of NBA great Peja Stojakovic. Born in California to a Greek mother, he is the outlier in this group. Originally, he committed to Stanford, spent his freshman year there, later transferring to Cal for his sophomore year, transferred again, and finally landed at Illinois. He's averaging 13.6 points and 4.4 rebounds, making him the team's 2nd leading scorer. He had 17 against Iowa in the Elite 8, helping push Illinois past the Hawkeyes and into the Final Four. Our second name and the only Montenegrin player is 6'9" freshman David Mirkovic. He came to Illinois from SC Derby, and before he ever got to college, he had already represented Montenegro in FIBA youth events and made his senior national team debut in a Eurobasket qualifier. He averages 13.5 points and 8.1 rebounds per game. He is Illinois' 3rd leading scorer and the team's leading rebounder. In Illinois' first round win over Penn, he had a whopping 29 points and 17 rebounds. That performance itself set Illinois' NCAA tournament single game rebounding record, broke the program's freshman NCAA tournament scoring record, and made him the 3rd freshman since 1973 to post at least 25 points and 15 rebounds in an NCAA tournament game. He also shares real history with the Ivisic twins through SC Derby, and they act like older brothers to him. Next up, we have the Croatian Twin Towers, starting with Tomislav Ivisic. Tomislav is a 7'1", 255-pound junior. Now, the NCAA ruled him a sophomore back in 24-25 because of his overseas experience, which is why he is now a 2nd-year junior. The twins have more nuance than just being 2 Croatian giants as well. They grew up in Vitez, Bosnia and Herzegovina, moved into the Croatian basketball system, and both played at SC Derby and Montenegro. Tomislav spent 3 seasons there before committing to Underwood's Illini. He has represented Croatia at the U16 and 20 levels, and later at senior level in Eurobasket qualifying. The big man averages 10.2 points and 5.6 rebounds per game. In the tournament, he had a double-double against VCU and then 13 points against Iowa, with 11 of those coming in the second half. The second Twin Tower is Zvonimir Ivisic. He is 7'2", 250 pounds, and the older twin by 4 minutes. He and his brother both played at SC Derby, but Zvonimir left for America first in 2023. He went to Kentucky, followed John Calipari to Arkansas, and then after 1 season there, linked back up with his brother in Champaign-Urbana. He represented Croatia at the 2023 FIBA U20 Euro Championship, and he's averaging 6.6 points and 4.6 rebounds a game for Illinois. Now, the bigger stat for Zvonimir is the fact that he has 72 blocks on the season, which is a team high, and it comes out to about a 2.0 average per game. Sophomore point guard Mihailo Petrovic is the final Balkan of our Fab 5. The 6'2" guard came from Mega Superbet in Belgrade, where he averaged 14.2 points per game and 7.3 assists in the 2024-25 ABA season. He's represented Serbia at the U16, 19, and 20 levels before making his senior Serbia debut in the 2025 Eurobasket qualifiers. Now, he plays a quieter role at Illinois, averaging only 1.7 points per game, 0.7 rebounds, and 1.2 assists in only 19 games. Now, even with the smaller role, his background still fits the larger Balkan pipeline. And while I mentioned the Fab 5 of the Balkan bloc, there is a 6th Balkan player who's not yet played. Toni Bilic is a 6'8" sophomore from Croatia who joined midseason from KK Cedevita Junior in Zagreb. Illinois says he is practicing, training, and developing with the team, but will not appear in any games this season. And despite not appearing, he still fits the roster and overarching story. He also has Croatia youth national team experience at the U18 and U20 Euro Championships. So as you can see, we have our background, but now let's bring out Excel to show just how important the Balkan block has been for Illinois. If you take the 5 active Balkan players and add up their listed per game averages, then compare that to Illinois' team per game averages, the numbers are massive. This Balkan block accounts for 45.5 of Illinois' 83.8 points per game, 23.4 of the 41 rebounds, 6.6 of 14.5 assists, 1.5 of 3.8 steals, and 3.4 of 4.6 blocks. That comes out to 54.3% of the scoring, 57.1% of the rebounding, 45.5% of the assists, 39.5% of the steals, and 73.9% of the blocks. Around half of the nightly production is carried by the Balkan block. Now moving into the Balkan team share, we're going to look at season totals. Stojakovic, Mirkovic, Tomislav Ivisic, Zvonimir Ivisic, and Petrovic have combined for 1,544 points, 803 rebounds, 212 assists, 49 steals, and 117 blocks. Now Illinois as a team sits at 3,017 points, 1,475 rebounds, 521 assists, 135 steals, and 165 blocks. So as you can see, the Balkan team share comes out to 51.2% of the points, 54.4% of the rebounds, 40.7% of the assists, 36.3% of the steals, and 70.9% of the blocks. And if you didn't believe the backbone was Balkan in both stats and numbers, now you understand my craze. Half of these numbers, whether it is per game or share of the entire season, show how much the Balkan block has changed Underwood's Illini. Want to go a step further by connecting our 6 Balkans? If you think any of this was an accident, you would also be mistaken. Agent Miško Ražnatović represents 4 of the 5 in our Balkan block, Petrovic, Mirkovic, and the Ivisic twins, all represented by Ražnatović. Stojakovic is yet again the outlier, but the fact that 5 of the 6 are represented or in some way tied into that orbit is truly incredible. Ražnatović also represents Nikola Jokic, so this isn't just a random Serb. And while he did not assemble the roster himself, he seemingly pulls the strings from 5,000 miles away. The way Illinois recruited these players and had that agent connection explains much of the story of how Illinois is back in the Final Four. The March run has been gritty at times, yet convincing to most. Illinois beat Penn by 35, then beat VCU by 21. In the Sweet 16, their biggest test was number 2 Houston. In a signature win, the Fighting Illini sent Houston home 65-55. Then in the Elite 8 came Iowa. With a chance to reach the Final Four, the Fighting Illini did just that. Illinois won 71-59, reaching its first Final Four in 21 years. That is an average margin of victory of 19.5 points for Underwood's men. It has been strong all around, and the Balkan core has been all over this run. Mirkovic exploded against Penn. Tomislav delivered against VCU and Iowa, while Andrej gave them needed scoring to make it to Indianapolis. And the next part of the story is still to be written. Illinois takes on the Huskies this Saturday. Earlier in the season, UConn beat Illinois 74-61 at Madison Square Garden. The Huskies also just got here by erasing a 19-point deficit against Duke. Illinois walks into the biggest game in 2 decades with a star freshman in Wagler and a block of Balkan talent that this sport rarely sees collected on one roster like this. This group has a chance to avenge November's loss, and if Illinois gets it done, the Balkan spine has to be part of the ending too. UConn has already seen this team once, now it gets the fullest version of the same Illinois core that carried this run to Indianapolis in the first place. I'm Cobalt Productions, thank you for watching.